News First, Newsline Prime with Faraz Shaukat.
And a very good evening to you. This is Newsline Prime, live as always from the News First studios in Dawson Street in Colombo. And this evening we've got, we thought we'd bring you up to speed with what the new governors, at least one of them, are doing. And in the studio right here with me, just about on time, is the governor of the Western Province, Mr. Azath Salley. Governor Salley, how does that sound to you?
Good. Thrilling.
It's thrilling, is it?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you know, actually I wanted to ask you because you tried to become the mayor and you know, for whatever reason that didn't come about. And you seem to have had a rather difficult time in politics, and various people let you down and so on. So finally, you've been given an opportunity. Would you call it an opportunity?
Yeah, of course. Because I think the hard work paved the way, and today I am very happy that the President has thought it fit that I should be made the governor. And see, another miracle is that I was confirmed as Governor Eastern Province.
Right.
This is what the President told me when he called me from Thailand.
Yes.
And still I went there. Yeah. I went prepared to take over as Governor Eastern Province, but for my luck,
I see. Because you would have had to move to the east then. Do you think the people of the east would have accepted you?
My God, even now still they are calling, they have already done banners, a lot of things, a lot of arrangements were made for me to
But now
come as governor.
you're now in the Western Province.
So I am in my own town.
In your own town. All right, now you had your first cabinet meeting today.
I had my first cabinet meeting today.
Were the boys and girls well behaved?
Yeah, it's just only 6 members, so that wasn't the issue. So it did not take much. It was very good. So after that we had several discussions with the education sector and acting principals. They had been having some issues. So most of them were sorted out, and then also we had a Chinese governor who had come into Sri Lanka.
Right.
He paid a courtesy call and he has invited me to China.
Did he offer you any loans?
Not loans. We are tying up the 2 provinces.
You're twinning the provinces.
2 provinces.
Right.
And March they want us to sign the agreement.
Well, what benefit is there from twinning?
A lot of benefits is there. A lot of mutual work can be done, and they are trying to help us in. Yeah, they are trying to help us in the agriculture sector.
Okay.
They are trying to show us how the new machinery and how new equipments can be used for agriculture, and they are also ready to train Sri Lankans in China, and also on tourism. They want to improve tourism in China and Sri Lanka both ways.
But between the two?
Between the 2 provinces.
What is the province?
Inan, it's a Chinese province. That is the close, he was saying that was the closest point from Sri Lanka to China. So that's the first place, he said.
Right.
That's a beautiful place, and he said the weather condition is similar to Sri Lanka.
I see.
So, I mean, it's all the same, he said. And they're having so many exhibitions and so many conferences coming up. So they have invited us to come and then see, and also bring a business delegation to see how we could improve.
Good. So what are your real immediate plans? What's the top priority?
I had a lot of plans for Colombo Municipal Council.
Yeah.
So now,
you've got all of them.
Thank God now I have the opportunity of seeing the entire Western Province.
But now how are you going to get on with Rosie?
Rosie is coming to see me. She was trying to meet me, and now we have arranged to meet.
You have been gracious and given her an appointment.
Yeah, even today at 10 o'clock we were to meet, but unfortunately President had the all governors meeting today at 10 o'clock, so I had to call her and tell her that this is the situation.
But you did make your apologies.
Now we have fixed it for Monday 10 o'clock. She's coming to see me.
Right. So you all will work together?
We have to work with all the councils, no, whether you like it or not. We have to work with all the municipal councils, all local authorities.
What do you hope to? What's
my
your
immediate
number one?
plans are Faraz is my priority is education.
Right.
So what we are trying to do is I have spoken to the minister also today and got the education officials also, given them very clear instructions. Is number one, I went to a few schools yesterday and found that the toilets are in very bad shape. And
you guys in the Western Province have a problem with toilets because the lady mayoress, the lady mayor's toilet in her official residence also caused a stir some months ago.
But this is not that. This is now, I went to a school where there is 14 toilets out, only 2 are functioning. So there is about 600 children there using 2 toilets. So the staff, everybody. Likewise, when we went to another school, a similar situation. So I have told them to take full statistics of all the toilets and see whether we could get the private sector to come in and help us to build these toilets. So I think that would be an issue.
As like a donation?
Yeah, we can do it. We
but
can
don't you have enough money? Doesn't the council collect enough money?
Whatever we have, we will put. That's what I told them. Whatever we have, first is our preference. If you need more money, I will definitely get donors from outside and we can get this done. Because you see...
But will those donors come back for favours?
No, not that. We'll get foreign donors.
Right.
Not Sri Lankan donors. But you see, Sri Lankan donors, as the land that I got for Kairia Muslim Girls' School. First time in Sri Lanka's history, the then president, Mahinda Rajapaksa was the president. For the first time, the government bought a private man's land and gifted to a Muslim school. This is history. Right? Likewise, the Muslim Ladies College land, where Minister Fauzi was in charge, the RDA minister, he acquired that land for the duplication road and he never paid the compensation. This compensation was there. Soon after Ranil Wickremesinghe came as Prime Minister in 2001, we were able to collect that, because usually compensation is paid to the Ministry of Education, not to the school or school principal. But we saw to that the money was given to the school, we put another 6 million rupees from the school and we were able to take the land for Muslim Ladies College.
Right.
So that also has been sorted out. So likewise we have done a lot of work, but people come and put up buildings. Now I think 2 of our Muslim businessmen, they put up the 2 buildings for Muslim Ladies College in Kairia. So we are very happy. So there are people, good donors who don't come for favors, but they are donors.
In the proper and real sense of the word.
Correct.
As you know, on Newsline Prime, we encourage you to send us your questions by SMS 0772 300 305. And here's one. What are the governor's plans to eradicate dengue in CMC areas? Is he satisfied with the UNP's rosy picture of Colombo's situation?
No, what I'm trying to say is not to blame any councils for this. What we are planning to do is set up committees within the temples, the mosques, churches and the kovils, and give them the responsibility of doing Shramadhan at least once a month.
Right.
This is the newest plan that I have, so which we will be starting. I discussed this with the president also today at the governor's meeting. And second is the drug menace in Colombo. That has to be totally eradicated, so which we will be meeting with the defense officials on Monday. And the other most important thing is the traffic in Colombo.
Right.
It's totally indisciplined drivers. So we have to discipline them. And also trying to speak to the Justice Ministry, asking whether we could have a mobile courts. Like in India and all, you see in the main towns you have the mobile court. A bus is made into a mobile court and a judge will be sitting there. The wrongdoers on the road are then and they are fined. Right? By that.
Well, that's very innovative of you.
Yeah. Because today you see the goat, even the cows are crossing on the pedestrian. You see the dogs also. Day especially when I was traveling, I was watching 8 people standing for the lights to come on, for them to cross. I saw a dog also standing with them. And when the green light came, with the people, the dog is also moving. So the dog, the cow, the goat, everything is moving on pedestrian, but people are roaming all over. So there should be some discipline. That is why all these accidents are taking place.
Right.
So you have some spot fines then and there. So once you pay a spot fine, you will never make that mistake again. So when are we going to make Singapore? When are we going to become Singapore? You have markets coming up. You have markets in every area.
Yeah.
But what are we doing? Where are we buying our stuff? On the payment. So vendors are on payment. Nothing is happening inside the market. People are not going to the market. That fellow has paid millions of rupees and bought a stall on tender. So we have to see, we have to do justice by them. Then the three-wheel drivers. Now if you see, for us, fitness certificates are issued. Fitness certificates are given only when the vehicle is in good condition. How is the fitness certificate given to three-wheelers without lights, without headlights, without it being in good condition? So to whom this has been given? It has been given to the private sector. So if the private sector is giving wrong test reports, I think they should be blacklisted. New companies must be given these. So even buses, even mostly the police vehicles are violating. No? They don't have their brake lights, they don't have the headlights, they don't have the horn work. So all these have to be checked. And you have to not say that they are not roadworthy. Take them out of the road. Give them time. Within 2 weeks you repair it and bring it back, show it, get the test report, then we allow them to put it. Like that discipline. And even movement, now we have put the bus lane.
Yeah.
Are they travelling on the bus lane? All the buses are on the first 2 lanes. So they must be confined to the bus lane, not only from 6 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Yeah.
But all time.
At all times.
At all time they must use the bus lane and confine the three-wheeler also to the bus lane.
Right.
Whereby the movement of traffic will be faster and we will not have problem. Because when you see the signal lights, you get three-wheelers on all 3 lanes in the first row.
Right.
And they switch off. When the light is on, they are unable to start it and the whole...
So it's holding it all up.
It's holding everything up. So these are things that I have identified for immediately. For that, we are meeting with the IGP, police, the Secretary of Defence, all on Monday to have a program how to minimize the traffic, how to eradicate the drug menace, and how we could help the schools. My target is 6 months. Within 6 months, we need to see a change, Colombo. Now, you see, if you see
Dr. You won't be very popular, will you, when you try to eradicate the drug problem?
See,
what about, are you not frightened of these big kingpins? Who are these kingpins?
I have gone through everything for us in my life. So there is nothing that I should fear. All what I want is work. Now you see Dr. N.M. Perera's statue on Kota Road. Did you see, there were 4 hoardings just behind the statue. But I have gone to the Supreme Court and won a case. And the Supreme Court has given an order to all the local authorities that wherever there is a statue of a leader of this country, no hoardings will be kept behind it. So Colombo Municipal Council had violated that, but last council, thank God I was there. So I took it up with at the last General Council and said, I have the Supreme Court order in me, this must go. So today, I was happy to see, 3 days after my sweeping duties, I see all the 4 boards have been removed. So these are signs that the governor is going to be very strong and going to implement things for the benefit of the people of this city.
Well, there are lots of SMSs, several of them who say good luck to you because they're very proud of your achievements and indeed as we should rightly be. But Mr. Salley, tell us, what are you really going to gain? What are you really going to deliver to the people?
See, my aim, I was the Deputy Mayor of Colombo. I wanted to be the mayor.
Yeah.
But I contested the election on a proxy and a 3-wheel driver became the mayor.
Right.
So I lost my opportunity there.
Yeah.
Then I went to the east, I became the second.
Yeah.
Then I went to the central province, I became #1 with 57,500 votes.
Right.
So I have been a seasoned politician throughout the country.
Yeah.
So for me, politics is not new. I come from a political background.
But President Sirisena has recognized perhaps he's recognized not only your frustration, but also perhaps your ability. What did he say to you?
I also suggested today at the all governors meeting is that we have a governors charter. And whatever we are trying to implement here, the same thing to be implemented in all the provinces. So jointly all the governors, all 9 governors can work on a national program.
So they can all sing from the same hymn sheet, sort of thing.
Definitely.
Good, that's good news. But your role as governor, will you? How long will it last for?
5 years.
5 years. And you're confident that you'll be able to make a difference?
I will make the difference, and anybody comes will say, Azath, continue.
That's the confidence
I'll keep
you
the
have.
mark, don't worry.
Wonderful.
And this province will be a model province,
yeah,
where others too will be following.
And are you going to subscribe to this black media business?
See, I think I was one of the first people to comment on that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was at a function while coming only. I heard this news.
Yeah.
I simply can't understand what's wrong with these people.
Yeah.
Right? People who talk of democracy, people who want to fight for media freedom,
Yeah.
are today coming to media institution, covering themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know for what they want to cover.
Yeah.
Covering and asking for what? What is the sandeshi they want to hand over? What is the memorandum they want to hand over? Good governance? Is this part of the good governance?
Mm-hmm.
No. This is not what was expected. See, a station like Sirasa,
Yeah.
which has gone through hell
Yeah.
over a period of time,
Yeah.
right? Whichever government comes,
Yeah.
the attack had been always on Sirasa, right? This is one station that suffered so much of losses,
Right.
right? And you cannot compare this with any other stations, because the way it is been handled.
Yes.
So I think the people of this country very well knew who these people are,
Right.
what is the purpose,
Yeah.
who is behind it. That's what I also said. And also we have told the police that police should find out the motive of these people who came here, what is their strength,
Yeah.
why are they doing this, on whose sake they are doing this, and what is the amount paid for doing this. Has to be thoroughly investigated, because you saw in Parliament also all party personalities were talking against this thing, and Mao Bima taught them a very good lesson.
Yeah.
They were hooted out and they were chased away from there. So I think.
But Mr. Salley, who is behind this? I mean, people ask me that question, and they say, well, who mentioned the black media first? And none other than the Prime Minister mentioned it in Parliament.
The Prime Minister mentioned, soon after the Prime Minister mentioned, his good friends JVP mentioned.
Yes, that's right.
So there is something to do with them.
It's reasonable to think like that.
People are thinking like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I said, it has to be investigated. We don't need to come into conclusion,
Yes,
but let us
who
give
these
the...
people, you know, what I'm saying is, they come here and they act in an intimidatory fashion. And
We saw how they were threatening.
They're doing
Yeah,
that
I
and
saw
so
that.
on.
I saw
Now,
that.
I want to know, where was all this when the central bank was being robbed? Where was all this when the Central Expressway was being, the plan was being hatched? Where is this when there are no elections in the provinces?
We'll forget all that aside.
Yes, but also today, you
These
know,
so-called people,
yeah,
they should have fought. Yesterday, or the 9th, was Lasanta's 10 years.
yeah.
Why did they make a noise as to what is happening to Lasanta's investigation? What is happening to Tajuddin's murder?
What is happening to the investigation, the attack against this channel at 10 years ago also?
Yeah. So
At the Parliament.
so they never thought of this. They have totally forgotten. So they have forgotten history. They're trying to bring something new, a new culture they are trying to introduce. So people are not interested in this. We saw the way people are criticizing them. We saw artists, though there were some teledrama artists only.
Yeah.
The main artists were on television yesterday condemning this. And why they are doing this?
Indeed.
See, exposing corruption, exposing whatever that is being done wrongly,
Yeah.
you have to encourage or discourage.
Indeed.
Today, the whole country is behind the rogues now, if that is the case. People are happy to live with the rogues. People are happy to live with the looters. People are happy to live with the murderers.
I'm not sure if they're happy, but they appear to have no choice.
No, see, if you see people coming on the road and demanding these type of things, right? So you can see, for what purpose they're trying to do this. So are they trying to say, don't talk about murders, don't talk about the central bank robbing, don't talk about the Central Expressway, don't talk about abductions? Is that the theme of these people who are coming in front of the TV stations and newspaper offices? What are they wanting? What is their requirement is not known, no. If somebody will come out and speak there, remove his face, remove the cover that he has put on his face and talk and say what they want.
Right.
What is the mistake that Sirsa has made to them? He can just tell them, no. Sirsa can correct it if they are wrong.
This is not only us though, they went to
That's what I'm saying. First they started with Lake House, no?
Yeah.
So now you can see, not only that, no, the bystander was there. His stick was taken out and trying to assault people with that. So those type of people, why do they go for a protest like this? If it's going to be a peaceful protest, can they take and start attacking people? So there, who was there? It was the Kotte Municipal Councillor. Right?
So why are they doing this?
This is what I'm saying. This is what has to be investigated.
Is it to hang on to power?
See, when they make mistakes, they always want the people's attention to be deviated.
Right.
They know there are 6 provincial councils, election is due. They are unable to give that. They have to go for whether they like it or not, they will have to go for a parliamentary election.
Yeah.
By April, whole thing collapses. My thinking. By April, they will have to go. Not only me, no.
Now this is the
Naveen Disanagi is saying it.
Yeah,
Naveen Disanagi is saying it.
Right.
I have told the leader that by April, we have to go for a general election. Then others go and blast him for doing that. So this is the situation. So still, at this short period also, still they don't have a presidential candidate. Still they don't have a prime ministerial candidate. They can't announce it. This is the situation.
Is it, how frustrating is that for you?
No, it's not frustrating for me because it's good. I mean, people know what the parties are planning and what they can't do, what they can do, everybody knows.
And what's happening to the economy in between all this?
You know the situation of the economy. We saw in Parliament how much money is going to be borrowed again. So now you can see, what did they say when Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa took office? Taking office is right or wrong is not my point here. When he took office, they said the dollar is going up.
Right.
It is going up only because of Mr. Rajapaksa. 56 days of problem, because of that only all this happened. When we take over, it will come down. Did it come down?
These are very serious matters.
It never came down. Now what did the Prime Minister say? Okay, what we are trying to do is introduce another currency that can be adjusted with this. We will do something to stop the rise of the dollar. Did it happen? No.
Well, in your candid opinion, why is this happening? Is it because you're using unprofessional people, people who don't understand it?
For
or
us,
are they just doing it because they want to hang on to power?
For us, number one theme of any government has to be transparency. If you have looters there, they will only loot.
Now you
the
see,
most
I'm glad you're
important
mentioning transparency, because today the new Japanese ambassador visited the Mahanayaka Terrace in Kandy. When he came out, some of the journalists there asked him a question, and he said about the Central Expressway, one section. And then the journalist asked him, well, you know, how much of this money is being donated by Japan? And he said, actually, this is not a donation, it's a private thing. Right? What he said is that it's a commercial transaction. And this is the point, Mr. Salley. Team News First has always been going on that when it came to Section 3 of the Central Expressway, there was due process that had been deviated from. The minister was holding meetings with contractors, blah, 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 and the whole process was completely departed from. There was no proper system that they followed, which they should have followed, because after all, this is money that the government is paying, the people of this country are paying. This is not something for free from the Japanese government, and we have none other than the new representative in Colombo of the Japanese government confirming that very fact, a fact that Team News first made several months ago. Now, why is it, Mr. Salley, obviously gentlemen are never in a hurry, and eventually, in the fullness of time, we've now got it straight, if you like, from the Japanese government's representative here in Sri Lanka, that this is a commercial transaction. It is not something that is a soft loan.
What I don't understand is, why should a Sri Lankan government which wants development, wants to go individually to countries and do deals and come? Why can't the Sri Lankan government advertise what Sri Lanka needs and what we want to do? Advertise, let people come and show their interest on these things. Then we will have a competition between countries which want to come in, and at what interest they want to come in, then you say select the best for Sri Lanka. But we don't do that. Now for us, we are talking of the sale of Hilton.
Yes.
We are talking of a sale of the Hyatt Regency. We are talking of the Grand Orient, right? We are like that. We are talking a lot of sales. Like even we are trying to find a partner for Sri Lankan. But where is transparency? Why can't you go in the websites openly and say this is what we have got for sale? Come on, make your price. Let countries offer, let individuals offer. We give you the best offer. Why should any minister get involved in this? Let it be a tender. Give a date for the tender. Hyatt Regency, so many purchase, so many floors, so many rooms, so many banquet halls.
But do you think, the last and final question, do you think that this government will actually change and mend their ways ahead of an election which is maximum about 13 months away?
See, you might say 13, but I say April, May, this government will have to, whether they like it or not, will have to go for election. They can't survive. Because
so there's no time to change.
No time to change, and they will not change. Because they have already have their targets on each sale, how much they are going to get is their target. That is there. So they won't be interested in trying to do things they want like that. It will go off. So what? End of the day, who is the loser? The voter is the loser. The voter who wanted to see change, 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 and nothing but change did not change.
Azath Salley, Governor of the Western Province, thank you very much, and continued good luck with your work. We truly wish you the best, because finally you've been given an opportunity. President Sirisena has given you an opportunity. I hope you uphold all those values and deliver to the people. At least you can set an example and show the others how it's done.
I must thank the President. Even if I be as Governor for 10 days, I'll be the most happiest person.
Thank you very much for coming on our program at such a notice. And that's the way it was on Newsline Prime this evening. Do take care, have a great evening, and God bless.
News First, Newsline Prime with Faraz Shaukat Ali.